graduated. They graduated from Southern University Agriculture and Mechanical College. And yes, give them a hand, please. There are some unique qualifications that all of them have. Too numerous to remember because they're so great. But they graduated from Southern University. They carried on the legend of Southern University Agriculture and Mechanical College, and they worth that applause. Jaguar Nation, I proudly present to you the interim executive vice president of the Southern University System, Vice President John Pierre.
Good morning. We are pleased to welcome you here today, 10 days before Christmas, for this 2023 fall commencement exercise. Our minister who will bring us prayer is Reverend Joe R. Gant, Jr., pastor of Calvary Missionary Baptist Church in Shreveport, Louisiana. He will come forward to bring the invocation. Following the invocation, we will have the Star Spangled Banner and lift every voice and sing, led by the Southern University Concert Choir. Please stand in the audience and remain standing for the invocation, the Star Spangled Banner, and lift every voice and sing. Reverend Gale, please.
Proverbs chapter 4. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 7 says, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thou getting, get understanding. Let us pray. Good and precious Heavenly Father, this is the day that thou hast made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Surround those who are graduating with your grace. Bless them with hope, so that they may move into the future with eager and open hearts. Today is the culmination of years of work. years filled with challenges and triumphs, losses and laughter. We thank you, Lord, for getting us safely to this day. Help them to put the knowledge, skills, and insights gained through their education for the good of all mankind. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life, even when faced with challenges and difficulties. As they commence with their lives, may they grow even more grateful and wise. We thank you for the gift of family, friends, and teachers who have supported these yours children and celebrate with them now. Dear God, bless these graduates, every one of them. Fill them with the spirit of your love. We pray as they go forth to set the world on fire. May they remember you are in all things and all people. May they continue to challenge themselves intellectually and share the fruit of their labor. May their commitment to justice lead them to make a positive difference in our world. May they be a community wherever they go and remain forever the important part of our community that they are today. And may they, through their ongoing growth in wisdom and grace, bring others to you as they share their talents in the wider world. We ask you to protect and guide these men and women throughout their lives. We ask this in the name of your Son, Jesus, who unites us with one another and with you forever. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Gant, for that beautiful invocation, and to the Southern University Choir. You may be seated. Welcome again to the 2023 Southern University and A&M College Fall Commencement. Graduates, today is the day that you all have been waiting for. So first and foremost, allow me this occasion to congratulate each of you for a job well done. Give yourselves a round of applause because you absolutely deserve it. This great institution is led by our Board of Supervisors who are here. The President Chancellor could not be here today because of illness, so I'm standing in. But what a great day, because 43 years ago in December, I sat in the same seats that you sat in. During the facilitation of these commencement exercises, the university benefits from the presence of many who support and advocate for her interests, and as such, I would like to ask all and former elected officials to please stand and be recognized, please. I want to particularly thank Senator Fields, who always advocates for Southern University wherever he is. Thank you for your service and dedication to this university and to our local and state governments. So at this particular point, I want to introduce to you our speaker today, who it is an honor for me to introduce him, Bishop Joseph W. Walker III, Senior Pastor of Mount Zion Baptist Church in Nashville, Tennessee. His full biography is included in this printed program, so I will offer you only a brief introduction. He was born in Shreveport, Louisiana, to Deacon Joseph and Mrs. Rosa Walker. In 2017, the City Council of Nashville approved the naming of a bridge, the Bishop Joseph Walker Overpass in Nashville, Tennessee. Bishop Walker is one of this nation's most prolific religious leaders, and indeed one of the world's most prolific religious leaders. He is a graduate of Southern University and A&M College. He marched as a member of the Human Jukebox. Every message he delivers offers inspiration and motivation to virtually all of life's circumstances. I believe today's commencement remarks will be no different, and the graduates and guests, you will be treated to a great speech, and you will leave this place with a renewed sense of purpose, hope, and faith. Now, Bishop Walker serves on the board of directors for Honorary Medical College and Citizens Savings Bank and Trust. Can you believe that in 1992, at the age of 24, he began his pastorate at Mount Zion with 175 members and now has over 30,000 members in his church and continues to grow. He is the author of 13 books, best-selling author. His latest book, Leadership and Loneliness, outlines ways to understand, manage, and find opportunities in the moments of loneliness associated with leadership. He and his wife, Dr. Stephanie Walker, co-authored a book together entitled Becoming a Couple of Destiny. My favorite, Bishop Walker, is No Opportunities Wasted, the Art of Execution. He is sought out all over the world. He is a regular guest on the Ricky Smiley radio show, as well as the host of other nationally syndicated radio shows that reach millions across the United States. He also has been a guest on CNN, Politics Nations, with Reverend Al Sharpton of MSNBC, the CBS Morning News, CBN, the 700 Club, Sister Circle, the Roland Martin Show, and authors a monthly op-ed in the Tennessee Tribune entitled Reset. He is married to the former Dr. Stephanie M. Hale, a health and beauty entrepreneur who recently retired as an assistant professor of pediatrics and neonatology at Vanderbilt University. Both agree that their most joyous accomplishment to date has been the birth of their daughter, Giovanni Willow, and their son, Joseph Warren Walker IV. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a hearty round of applause for a living legend, a native of Shreveport, Louisiana, and a Southern University and A&M alum, Bishop Joseph Walker III.
To President Shields in his absence, to Chancellor Pierre, Chair Lawson, members of the board, faculty, staff of this great institution of higher learning, parents, relatives, friends who have gathered, and last but not least, for the class of 2023. It is an honor for me to share with you on this great day. Today represents a great accomplishment while at the same time it propels you into the next chapters of your life. You are to be commended for the long nights you toiled to get here, the incredible perseverance you demonstrated amidst tough times. Each of you has a story filled with experiences. It is a story full of joy and pain, sunshine and rain. Yet, it speaks to a journey that has propelled you from humble beginnings as a freshman or first-year graduate student, and now fulfilling the dreams of not only yourself, but those of your ancestors. This marvelous journey has been didactic. It has taught you some valuable lessons. Now that the tests have been passed, the credit hours have been fulfilled, the cap and gown has been issued, the degree is now about to be conferred, what now? Where would this moment direct you? You're about to enter a world that is rapidly changing. It is a world that has personified the prophetic science of Darwinism. Only the strong will survive. There is an enemy waiting for you the moment you leave this place. It is an enemy that has consumed many victims. It has deferred many dreams. It is a subtle enemy dressed in the camouflage of complacency. It is the enemy called average. It seduces its prey by convincing them that they're too tired to go to the next level. It drains its prey of motivation and determination to achieve the vision that has been deposited within them. I have come today to tell you that you have not come this far and through this much to be another victim of the enemy called average. See, average is simply being on top of the bottom. You are a graduate of Southern University and A&M College, and you can't be satisfied until you're on top of the top. Too many have settled for average because average is easy. We live in a dualistic world now, one world of make-believe, where average is accepted. It is a world full of insta lies, where people believe everything social media tells them. People actually believe that the people who follow them are their real friends. It's a world where the illusions of fast money and being in a perpetual state of turn up are popular. Make-believe is big bucks. You will discover that the more cheese you have, the more rats you will attract. Make-believe is destroying a generation. Make-believe has become such a part of our reality that it's become, I can't believe. I can't believe America is so technologically advanced that we have satellites in orbit that can photograph license plates in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but can't figure out how drugs are getting in Miami. I can't believe that we would still pay people $40 million to bounce a round ball up and down a rectangular court and won't pay a school teacher $50,000 to train the minds of our children. I just can't believe that there's a generation that's learned how to make crack but can't do chemistry. I can't believe that you call yourself a brick house but you don't have no furniture upstairs. I can't believe. I can't believe you learned how to shake what your mama gave you but you can't do what your mama told you. I can't believe. I can't believe that you can back that thing up but can't work that equation out. I can't believe it's this illusion that harbors the enemy called average. It's this illusion that sedates us into mediocrity. But on the other hand, there was a world where we cannot be as good as, but you must be better than. It is a world where you aren't given special treatment. It's a world that demands excellence without excuses. It is a world that looks for the brightest and most creative minds to fulfill the best positions. It is a world that speaks the language of success and refuses to tolerate average. And so once you leave here, both sides of that world will summon you. Which side will you answer? How do you see yourself 5 years from now? Have you gone through all this struggle, the tears, to embrace average, or have you determined within yourself to allow the greatness inside of you to flourish and reach its fullest potential? Two men were fishing with their sons in separate boats. One of the men caught nothing but frustration, yet his son noticed the other man and his son catching huge fish. Yet they were throwing them back into the water. It puzzled the son, so he asked his father to bring the boat close to their friend's boat. He was curious of why they were throwing the big fish away. And as he asked the father, upon closer examination, noticed that they only had a small frying pan. And the reason why they threw the big fish away, because they weren't prepared to hold it. We only have a small frying pan in many of our lives. And what they teach us is a valuable lesson. You only get in life what you're prepared to handle. They were victims of the enemy called average. There was a lot waiting on you. Hospitals, Exxon, Google, Apple, the world, higher education, the Supreme Court, waiting on you. But is your pan too small? Every professor you got mad at during your matriculation was simply trying to tell you your pan was too small. Every friend that told you to study rather than party was trying to tell you your pan was too small. When your parents dropped you off 4 or 5 or maybe 6 years ago, they were trying to tell you firsthand your pan was too small. What will you do now? Average isn't acceptable. You must put to shame all those who said you would never be anything. You must silence every naysayer and hater and declare within yourself that my place is on top of the top. It doesn't matter what personal challenges you have. It doesn't matter what categories people put you in. You graduated from one of the greatest institutions in the world. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to. Use your hateration as motivation for elevation. I remember when I was in the 4th grade, they told me that I was a problem child because I had too much energy and I lacked focus. They actually tested me for special ed. My parents let them test me, and I passed the test only to discover that I was gifted. They were about to put me in a category because they did not understand my context. It's easy for people to categorize you and justify you when they don't know your story. I was gifted and I was bored. They put drumsticks and music in my hand, and that's what led me to Southern University. They told me in high school that I would never go to college, but I used my hateration as motivation. Average was calling my name. But when I came right here to Southern University in Baton Rouge, I finished college in 3 years. I didn't graduate summa cum laude. I graduated thank you, Lottie. People told me that I could never survive graduate school. Average was calling my name. But I went to Vanderbilt University and I completed my master's degree. And while there, some said I was not capable of postgraduate work because average was calling my name. But I used my hateration as motivation for elevation. And I went to Princeton University and I became the youngest African American to finish my doctorate program. And here I am, Joseph and Rosemary Walker, snotty-nosed, nappy-head boy from Shreveport, Louisiana, that a lot of people gave up on. And I'm standing before you today to tell you that you can defeat average. And if I could do it, you can do it too. I would be remiss, Pastor Gann, I would be remiss being a gospel preacher if I did not share with you that there was a woman in the Bible who had an issue for 12 years. She had gone to one doctor after the next only to hear that Jesus was coming by. She was frustrated, yet she was determined not to live with the issue. To live with it would make average a welcome guest. When she heard that Jesus was coming by, she said to herself, if I could but touch the hem of his garment, I know I'll be made whole. If I can do what society says cannot be done, I shall defeat average. And although obstacles were present, a crowd of people following Jesus' disciples who were determined to protect him, and a cultural reality that said a woman with an issue and unclean is unable to actually get to him. Nevertheless, she was determined in spite of all the obstacles. See, when your mind is made up, it doesn't matter what the system says. It doesn't matter what people think. You are determined to get what you came for. She got in the rear. She got down low. She crawled through the crowd. She pressed her way. Some of you today came here from the rear. You didn't have what everybody else had. You didn't grow up on the right side of the tracks, but you were determined to get down to business and to get this degree. You crawled, you scratched, you prayed, you cried, but you got here. You pressed. And when she touched, he said, somebody touch me. His disciples said, Jesus, there are a lot of people here touching you, but Jesus knew something different about this touch. He knew the difference between a rub and a touch. You see, a rub doesn't require discipline. It only requires minimal effort. But a touch is not average. A touch points to a story, a journey that took years to get here, to refuse to leave the way you started. So when Jesus saw her faith, he declared, your faith has made you whole. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. It's believing I can if nobody else says I can. It's seeing myself beyond where I am. And so I came today to tell you that if nobody else sees it, don't stop seeing it. If nobody believes you, don't stop believing. You've been prepared for this moment. This is not the end. Rather, it's the beginning of greater things ahead. So press your way until every dream in you is realized. Press your way until generations behind you are convinced that average is not an option. Press your way until people who don't like you have to respect you. Press your way until the day is done. Press your way until you can say like the Apostle Paul, forgetting those things which are behind, I now press toward the prize of the mark of the high calling. You aren't pressing to be on top of the bottom. You're pressing to be on top of the top. So for every test, pass it. For every enemy, defeat it. For every challenge, conquer it. For every lesson, learn it. For every opportunity, seize it. For every pain, endure it. For every privilege, honor it. For every blessing, give it. When you're up against the trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin and set your shoulders and plant your feet and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, do the best you can do. You may fail, but you may conquer. See it through. Black may be the clouds about you and your future may seem grim, but don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. And if the worst is bound to happen, despite all you can do, running from it will not save you. See it through. And even hope may seem but futile when with trouble you're beset. But remember, you're facing just what others have met. You may fall, but fall still fighting. Don't give up whatever you do. Eyes front, head high to the finish. See it through. So as I leave you, remember that no matter what you accomplish from this day forward, don't forget to say thank you. Don't you dare sit here and act bougie and walk with convenient amnesia for the tuition that was paid and for the way that was made. Thank you. For parents that brought me, for the school that taught me. Thank you. For all the nights I cried and for the privilege today to finally say goodbye. Thank you. In the words of the late Dr. Charles Adams, if I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't thank him enough. If I were French, I'd say merci. If I was Spanish, I'd say gracias. If I were German, I would say donkey. If I was Swahili, I would say asante. If I were Latin, I would say gratis tibi. If I were Dutch, I would say bedonk. If I were Italian, I would say grazie. If I were Greek, I would say efraisto. If I were Hebrew, I would say toda. If I were Japanese, I would say aggregato. If I couldn't say a word, since I know what I know, when I think about this moment, and when I think about everybody that gave up on you, I want to tell you today, look at you today. I came all the way from Nashville, Tennessee to rip you out your plastic and tell you to go on and act brand new. If it had not been for the Lord who was on.
Let's stand up again. This is stand up again. You have witnessed greatness. Don't ever forget this day and this beautiful speech. Thank you, Bishop Walker. We all needed to hear your message today. Not just the graduates, all of us needed to hear your message today. I would please invite you to the podium. I want to share with you a small token of our appreciation. And it reads, presentation to Bishop Joseph W. Walker III, Senior Leader, Mount Zion Baptist Church of Nashville. Keynote speaker, Fall 2023, Commencement, December 15, 2023, Southern University of Indiana College, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Dennis J. Shields, President 10, Bishop Walker. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present Lieutenant Colonel David Marshall Jr., Professor of Military Science, as he will do a presentation of the candidates for commissioning today.
Thank you, Interim Executive Vice President. Will the candidates for commissioning in the United States Army please come forward? Interim Executive Vice President, Cadet Nadia Andrews has been selected into the United States Army Medical Corps, active duty, and is now fully committed to enhancing the physical and mental well-being of soldiers and their families. Cadet Andrews will soon depart for training at the Medical Center of Excellence at Joint Base San Antonio, Texas. Cadet Caitlin Davis is selected into the Louisiana Army National Guard Military Intelligence Corps. She owns the responsibility of collecting intelligence during National Guard missions and specializing in imagery, surveillance, counterintelligence, and human intelligence. In the coming months, Cadet Davis will attend the basic leaders course for military intelligence officers at Fort Huachuca, Arizona. Interim Executive Vice President, these cadets have fulfilled all requirements for commissioning lieutenants in the United States Army and are presented to you for their commission.
Lieutenant Colonel Marshall, please administer the oath of office for commissioning Army officers.
Cadets, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Having been appointed an officer in the United States Army to the rank of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations, Second Lieutenants.
The Secretary of the Army has asked me to inform you that by direction of the President of the United States and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Joe Biden, you are appointed as commissioned officers in the United States Army in the grade of second lieutenant. The Secretary of the Army and the Chiefs of Staff offer their congratulations and extend to you their best wishes for a full measure of success in a professionally rewarding career in the service of our country. Lieutenant Colonel Marshall, please have the officers come forward to receive their commission.
Second Lieutenants, please come forward to receive your certificate of commission.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now award the professional, graduate, advanced, and baccalaureate degrees. I shall ask Dr. Lurie Young, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, to present the degree candidates.
Mr. Executive Vice President, we have reached the highlight of this commencement convocation, the awarding of earned degrees. I am delighted to present to you the candidates from the respective colleges and schools. Students graduating from the Dolores Margaret Richard Spikes Honors College in their respective curricula or wearing the traditional Honors College blue and gold ceremonial ribbon and will be bestowed with the honors medallion on stage. These students have distinguished themselves by their grade point averages, having earned a minimum of 32 honors credit hours of study and completion and defense of a senior thesis. Thesis titles are printed in the graduation program. Mr. Executive Vice President, participating in today's ceremony are golden graduates who earned their undergraduate degrees in the year 1973. They are back with us commemorating the 50th anniversary of their graduation. The names of those participating today are listed in the commencement program. Dressed in gold regalia, signifying 50 years, please stand and be recognized for your achievements, contributions, and for always holding high the name of your beloved alma mater, Southern University.
Ladies and gentlemen, posthumous degrees will be presented to two of our late members of our Jaguar family. We are honored to award these degrees, the first being to the late Tia Burrell, who was a child and family studies major in the College of Agricultural, Human, and Environmental Sciences from Houma, Louisiana. We extend our sincerest congratulations to Tia Burrell on earning a degree from Southern University and A&M College. Accepting on her behalf is her mother, Mrs. Tequila Monique Burrell. I would ask Chancellor McMeans and Dr. Marshall, please. Dr. Alonda Williams, please come forward. And I would like Mrs. Burrell to please come forward to accept this degree in her honor. Another posthumous degree will be awarded to Brian C. Pecco, who was a non-traditional student. Mr. Pecco returned to Southern in 2022 to complete his studies after a 25-year hiatus. A resident of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Brian was a senior education major in the College of Humanities and Interdisciplinary Studies with minors in criminal justice and management. Accepting on his behalf are his daughter, Kaylin Jones, and his sister, Aricia Dentz. Would the family of Mr. Pecco please come forward to accept this degree in his honor? And I'll ask the Dean of we offer our sincerest Sincerest congratulations to Mr. Pecker on earning a bachelor's degree from Southern University and A&M College. The Southern University family is deeply saddened, and our thoughts and prayers remain with these families. Jaguars, would you join me in a brief moment of silence to honor our dear Jaguars? Thank you.
Take it out from me.
I am deeply humbled to have the privilege to present the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters to the legendary and renowned Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson, Sr. Reverend Jackson is a living legend, a prominent civil rights activist who began his career advocating for those who were disenfranchised over 60 years ago. If you want to track the history of this country in the last 60 plus years, you have to track them through the eyes of Reverend Jackson. Reverend Jackson was born in Greenville, South Carolina. Reverend Jackson earned the scholarship to go to the University of Illinois, but later moved to North Carolina A&T in 1960. And in 1960, a group of students from North Carolina A&T led a sit-in on February 1, 1960. They've renamed that street February 1 Boulevard. 30 days later, a group of Southern students, 16 of them, led a sit-in here on March 1, 1960, in support of those students from North Carolina A&T. They are forever known as the Southern 16, and their case was the case that first got to the Supreme Court, called Garner versus Louisiana. Reverend Jackson was an outstanding athlete at North Carolina A&T. At A&T, they talk about Aggie pride. Reverend Jackson is an embodiment of Aggie pride. He was an honor student and president of the student body. In 1962, he married his college classmate, Jacqueline Lavinia Brown, in Greenville. He became involved in the civil rights movement, joining the Greensboro chapter of the Council on Racial Equality. In 1963, he helped to organize several sit-ins, desegregating local restaurants and theaters in Greensboro. He was around when Mississippi Summer happened. He was a leader among leaders. He went on to serve as a delegate as the Young Democrats National Convention in 1964. He graduated from North Carolina A&T that same year with a bachelor's degree in sociology. He received a Rockefeller grant to begin his postgraduate studies at the Chicago Theological Seminary in Chicago, Illinois. In 1965, Jackson left the seminary to join Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference to march in Selma, Alabama. That led directly to the Voting Rights Act of 1965. And the first speech I ever heard Reverend Jackson give, he gave here at Southern University in May of 1976 on the lawn near Bayberry. And I never will forget him saying, the hands that once picked cotton will pick presidents. The hands that once picked pepper will pick presidents. The hands that turned molded bread into a beautiful dessert that we all love today will pick presidents. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are blessed today to see a living legend. If you believe Barack Obama was great, it wouldn't be a Barack Obama if it weren't for Jesse Louis Jackson Sr. Because he had the courage to run for president in 1984 and 1988, he transformed the Democratic Party and brought us Ron Brown, who became a leader in the Democratic Party. He has gained international acclaim for all of his work. But in 1991, he negotiated the release of hundreds of foreign nationals in Kuwait under the regime of Saddam Hussein. He is a humanitarian that is without equal. He led the Poor People's Campaign and then formally organized People United to Save Humanity. I could be here all day, but I really want you to understand the significance of Reverend Jackson. And as many of you do today, Google him. If you don't know who he is, Google him. You are witnessing greatness today. Presenting the honorary degree of the chairman of the Southern University Board of Supervisors, the Honorable Myron K. Lawson, accompanied by members of the Southern University Board of Supervisors and Louisiana State Senator Cleo Fields. Let us bring Reverend Jackson forward. I want to acknowledge Reverend Jackson's son, who has accompanied him today, Congressman Jonathan Jackson.
Mr. Executive Vice President, for the purpose of calling the candidates for degrees, I now have the high privilege to present Dr. Robert Renee from the Office of the Southern University Board of Supervisors.
Thank you, Dr. Young. Will the candidates for the doctoral degree please stand?
Mr. Executive Vice President, the eligible candidates for doctoral degrees have been certified by their deans, colleges, and schools to have satisfied all of their respective requirements. And on behalf of the esteemed faculty of Southern University, the main campus of the only HBCU system in the nation, it is my pleasure to present them to you for conferral of their degrees.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the authority vested in me by the Southern University Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the doctoral degree with all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the doctorate degrees please come forward to receive your diplomas? Monique Bacconi, capstone title, choking risk and parental food feeding practices in WIC patients 11 months to 3 years of age. Capstone, advisor Dr. Wanda Spurlock. Kisley Renee Booker, Zachary, Louisiana. Capstone title, non-milk beverage intake patterns among 11-month to 12-year-old WIC patients. Capstone advisor, Dr. Spurlock. Kiana Krupp Patan, Zachary, Louisiana. Capstone title, milk and fruit juice intake among 1 to 3-year-old of age enrolled in a WIC program. Capstone advisor, Dr. Spurlock. Annika Edwards, Laplace. Capstone title, bottle feeding frequency among infant, newborn to 8-month to old participating in WIC programs. Capstone advisor, Dr. Spurlock. Hillary Jelpy, capstone title, Risk for Early Childhood Dental Caries and Infant 1 to 3-month old enrolled in a WIC program. Capstone advisor, Dr. Miller. Yashika Lalin Kraut from Mansour. Capstone title, Parental Weight Concerns and Meal Snacking Patterns of WIC participants aged 11 months to 12 years. Capstone advisor, Dr. Spurlock. Ebony Harris. Capstone title, Trimester and Health Promotion Practices among African American pregnant women. Capstone advisor, Dr. Miller. Marcelda West, Kenner, Louisiana. Capstone title, Parental Bottle Preparation Practices among formula type among WIC patients aged newborn to 3 months. Capstone advisor, Dr. Miller. Monique Pierre Williams, Zachary, Louisiana. Capstone titled Parity Status and Breastfeeding Duration of Postpartum Women Enrolled in a WIC Program. Capstone advisor, Dr. Miller. Linnell Kent Craig from New Orleans, Louisiana. Dissertation title, Lifestyle Promoting Behaviors, Exercise Self-Efficacy, and Perceived Benefits and Barriers to Exercising Among African American Undergraduate Students at an HBCU. Major Professor, Dr. Spurlock. Titalope Akisilan. From Nigeria. Dissertation title, An Examination of the Relationship Between Vocational Technical Education and Economic Growth in Nigeria, 1991 to 2022. Major Professor, Dr. Dr. Andu Frembang. Stephon Addison, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Dissertation title, An Examination of the Relationships Between Social Economic Factors of Gun Violence, Youth Gun Homicides in Louisiana, and a policy implication. Major Professor, Dr. Lukango. Marie Pauline Fernandez. Dissertation title, An Examination of Medical Spending Related to Mental Health Population in Louisiana, a policy implication. Major Professor, Dr. Melanie Johnson. Alberta Robinson, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Dissertation title, An Analysis of Online Degree Programs and Their Impact on Enrollment, Retention, and Graduation Rates at Historically Black Colleges and Universities in the United States, a Policy Implication. Major Professor, Dr. Lukangu. Philippe Cargill Andall, New Haven, Connecticut. Dissertation, An Analysis of Automatic Expungement Implication in Pennsylvania, 2010 to 23. Major Professor, Dr. Lukangu. Lionel Johnson Jr., St. Gabriel, Louisiana. Dissertation title, Collaborative Flood Policy Implications, the Case of Bayou Manchac, Spanish Lake, and St. Gabriel, Louisiana. Major Professor, Dr. Hines. Mahat Latham, Katy, Texas. Dissertation title, Exploring Graduation Disparities Among Students with Disabilities in the South, assessing the impact of ideal policy implications. Major Professor, Dr. Greenslat. Brandy Nicole Lutcher, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A dissertation title, An Analysis of Public Library Funding Policy Implications for Democratic and Republican Library Districts. Major Professor, Dr. Lukangu. Kimberly Diane Shelton, Dover, Tennessee. Dissertation title, Examining Health Care Access in Rural and Urban Areas in Tennessee. Major Professor, Dr. Englund. Tammy Arner Hill Geismer. Dissertation title, The Comparisons Analysis of Suppression and Expulsion in Special Education versus General Education in the state of Louisiana. Dr. Hines, Major Professor. Alva Renee Milliken, Zachary, Louisiana. Dissertation title, examining the impact of computer simulation on undergraduate senior nursing students at an HBCU. Major Professor Dr. Francesca Milligan Williams. Opeyemi Ojajani. Ondo State, Nigeria. Dissertation title, Exploring the Impact of Immersive Technology on Engineering Students' Computational Thinking Skills. Major Professor, Dr. Alberta Lawson. Ruatana Pinwabi Wakula. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Dissertation title, a study of factor implicating students' achievement in computer literacy courses. Major Professor, Dr. Francesca Milligan Williams. Joyce McClendon Peralta, Clinton, Louisiana. Dissertation title, Modeling of Air Pollution and Related Health Issues in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Major Professor, Dr. Yaw Tawan Simke. Beatra Solomon Wilson, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Dissertation title, Branching Out, Enhancing Minority Leadership Training in Urban Forestry Profession. Major Professor, Dr. Chi. Doctors, you may be seated.
Mr. Executive Vice President, the eligible candidates for the master's degrees have been certified by their deans, colleges, and schools to have satisfied all of their respective requirements. And on behalf of the faculty of Southern University, it is my pleasure to present them to you for conferral of their degrees.
With the authority vested in me by the Southern University Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the master's degree with all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the master's degree please come forward to receive your diploma? Angelisa Allen. Ashley Blake. Farrell Knighton. Christy Ruffin. Julie Wilson. Brittany Melanson. Satara Washington. And Joy Antoine. Aisha Griffin. Ariel Anderson. Asia Anderson. James Eaglin. Peyton Fontenot. Jordan Clanton. Sharian Grady. Jada Delpit. Austin Hansel. Justin Henry. Sydney Johnson. Joy Jones. Jared Minson. Jada Montague. Larry Moore. Cedric Noel. Gervais Robinson. Philip Thomas. Amid Abid. Tarika Paget. Arishika Olenka. Olatanu Jamed. Alatan G. Ahmed. Jarman Bradford. Brittany Scott. Jalen Tate. Donald Lewis. Brian Tanner. Jarvis Rito. Shawan Urson. Terry Hoffman. Sydney Williams. Antoinette Patterson. Brianna Travis. Ridge Wells. Jemiah Rucker. Karen Tota. Alitrine Mason. Stevie Woods. Megan Bethley. Kelly Jenkins. Norma Belton. Ramona Drury. Cameron Williams. Sibylla Chintara. Radhashikata Tekrala. Sendo Rajan Naining. Radishri Julakanti. Rohan Tasham Shetty. Ashwat Garapali. Amarandi Reddy Mukku. Rakadishwa Pamarti. Santush Vakruti. Seshan Kukalak Kunda. Shizran Kukalakanda. Kankarita Sherry. Nithya Batkula. Tarun Rakashat Kanda. Shabani Dasari. Akalish Bandaru. Varadi Dishat Dev. Jasoni Deep Singh Strong. Amari Deep Singh. Chakravarti Kanduru. Tanvik Koti. Sharanti Peddi. Bak Grove Bola. Sudhi Kumra. Krishna Priyanka Kadapoli. Provan Timaralja. Kazida to Cobra. Alexandra Green. Juan Rose. Desiree Reese. Zakaria McGinnis. Valencia Morgan. Kevin Bell Jr. Alicia Priman. Monica Robinson. Pavania Adochalia. Rodgo Malapara. Obed Titik. Emmanuel Adu. Danielle Yebwa. Kiera Jones. Samuel Omafu Ubora. Raylan Henderson. Jeremy Wade. Keisha Lindsay. John Obear. Michael Williams. Ryan Mossy. Bradley Dickey. Elizabeth Babalula. Graduate with your masters, you may be seated.
Madam Vice Chancellor, are you prepared to introduce the Chief Student Marshal for the Fall 2023 graduating class?
Absolutely, Mr. Executive Vice President. Would the Fall 2023 Chief Student Marshal please stand and remain standing until otherwise directed by the Executive Vice President? Ladies and gentlemen, our 2023 Fall Commencement Chief Student Marshal is Miss Jalexis Edwards, a 22-year-old native of Pritchard, Alabama. Her parents are Jerry and Zelda Edwards, and her siblings are Jalea and Jerica Edwards. In high school, Jalexis' personal achievements included being an Emily Staples Heron Communication Scholar and a Guided Pathway Support Team Scholar. She is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in English with a GPA of an astounding 3.971. Jalexis chose to major in English because of her genuine interest in reading and writing. She also chose this major because she knew that she wanted to attend law school and saw a supporting correlation between law school admission and English. She extends thanks to her friend who attended Southern University and her sister who encouraged her to explore more HBCUs. Her mom also provided valuable guidance, ultimately recommending Southern University for her choice of undergraduate study. Her family and friends served as unwavering pillars of support throughout her college journey. She would like to specifically recognize her parents for the sacrifices made during her matriculation. Among her achievements are being a Dr. George Whitfield Academic Legacy Award recipient, becoming a Dolores Margaret Richard Spikes Honors College Scholar, a top JAG Scholar, a Law School Admissions Council webinar series panel speaker, being Pre-Law Society Vice President, and being a member of the National Association of African American Honors Programs. Jalexis has gained experience thanks to her internships with Coca-Cola, United Pay It Forward, the Office of Student Media, where she served as the director's assistant, Louisiana Progress College Fellow, and CDW Project Management Intern. Although she does not have just one favorite moment during her time at Southern University, she loved listening to the Human Jukebox, experiencing homecoming for the last time as a student, and interacting with her professors. Her future plans are to pursue a career in corporate America. Her favorite motivational quote is, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Her advice to other students is, "College is a marathon, not a sprint. Take care of yourself in order to complete the race." Jalexis is ecstatic to serve as Chief Student Marshal at Southern University. She has an abundance of gratitude for her time at Southern University. She feels it an honor to represent Southern University in the class of 2023. It is with great pleasure and a high honor that I present to you the Fall 2023 Chief Student Marshal, Jalexis Edwards.
Will the Chief Student Marshal please come to the platform to receive your degree? The Student Marshal may now be seated.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Agricultural, Human, and Environmental Sciences please stand?
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree from the College of Agriculture, Human and Environmental Sciences please come forward? Winston Horton. Yasmin Well. Destiny Howard. Michael Polite. Omari Phillips. Trinity Tobias. Altea Thomas. Tamia Freeman. Peyton Beener. Lacey William. Aisha Finch. Anaya Clark. Savion Dent. Ricky Julian Jr. Graduates, you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of Business please stand?
Will the candidate for the bachelor's degree from the College of Business please come forward? Kyra Walker. Christy Garrett. Ja'Cory James. Sierra Session. Carlace Thomas. Donisha Young. Jasmine David. Corey Harris Jr. Khalil Howard. Sierra Jackson. Jalen Jamerson. Trevon Lewis. Jalen Mason. Makia Triplett. Noah Williams. Bria Anderson. Kyla Bates. Pauline Brown. Anthony Butler. Mariah Cage. Kaylin Dempsey. Mary Gatlin. Megan Gatlin. Layla Johnson. Kristen Lane. Jaylyn Martin. Carla Mitchell. Rachel Parikh. Amber Potter. Amber Porter. Meandria Cyborg. Daraquisha Sanye. Paige Walker. Alexandria Washington. LaWanda Washington. Monique Williams. Malia A.V. Naya Campbell. Alon Garnett. Andre Jones. Cayman St. Junas. Darius Washington. Sandra Wilson. Graduate, you may be seated.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Humanities and Interdisciplinary Studies please stand?
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees of the College of Humanities and Interdisciplinary Studies please come forward? Christopher Hunter. Nadia Sewell. Pedro Brooks, Joshua Williams, Raven Barnado, Arion Davidson, Thomas Walker III, Jacoby Brumfield, Ariel Brooks, Derek Chambers, Josiah Tanner, Jalen Campbell, Keisha Jackson, Justin Plummer, Macy Vessel, Janae Williams, Diane Isom, Skylar Parnes, Kendall Byers, Jade Johnson, Taylor Newman, Centuria Kirkendall, Annette McCarkle, Tia Hudson, Marcus Williams, Kyrie Walker, Tiashane Washington, Jasmine Glasper, Amika Thomas, Hillary Johnson, Keisha Williams, Shanice Love, Valerie Johnson, Annika Robinson. Kelly Watts. DeShannon Quiet. Kristen Blakeney. Latham Mims. Jamon Malbro. Tishamika Moore. Raven Barnes. Imani Savoy. Taylor Haynes. Beverly Mansfield. Javia Anderson. Graduates, you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of Nursing and Allied Health please stand?
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of Nursing and Allied Health please come forward? Jamal Rasdale II. Maya Green. Reagan Abdullah. Elijah Nickerson. Ariana Canales. Kirsten Christopher. Sharice Becknell. Dominique Banks. Brittany Davis. Alyssa Dixon. Cardesia Crofton. Jamia Doucette. Derica Johnson. Raquel Giles. Jalen Lewis. Deja Johnson. Denver Como. Jada Coleman. Michaela Jones. LaQuincia Clark. Diamond Moore. Sydney Minor. Cameron McDaniel. Cammie Miller. Kennedy Harrell. Laura Hurst. Alvinia Donahue. Karenika Harris. Karenika Harris. Brandy Marshall. Kanaja Love. Dayla Augustus. Destiny Campbell. Shalise Stepter. Jayana Johnson. Amber Wright. Trinity Taylor. Chastity Gaddison. Jacia McCurtis. Jara Wilkins. Taja Taylor. Destiny Cox. Nisha Cox. Jada Childers, Jasmine Johnson, Emily Taylor, Micasha Pearson, Audia Dixon, Terry Dunn, Alexius Pittman, Demaya Prayer, Khadidria Ross, Cassidy Smith, Anaya Lewis, Nidra Rogers, Alana Coward, Deani Donaldson, Dakavion Douglas, Tariana Scott, Tiana Rainey, Nico Red, Malcolm K. Kenneth Bowie, Michael Malone, Tamashale Johnson, Tia K. White, Lauren Williams, Jordan Austin, Vanea Scott, Deadrick Nixon, Trinity Alexander, Diamond Barrow, Tia Collins, Bryn Hill, Royale Billups, Sierra Davis. Michaela Jackson. Jayla Jackson. Torian Kuykendall. Justice Johnson. Centrail Martin. Raina Mason. Kaylin Martin. Amber Morris. Alexandria McDaniel. China Nguyen. Beloved son Philip. Shakira White. Nair Turner. Taylor Coleman. Raquela Davis. Curtiana Johnson, Senegal. Ryan Allison. Raheem Shorter. Jasmine Brooks. Graduates, you may be seated.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the College of Sciences and Engineering please stand?
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of Science and Engineering please come forward? Nadia Andrews. Kennedy Whitfield. Triana Hay. Ryan Baker. Kaylee Isaac. Alayla Northern. Latisa Jenkins. Destiny Jones. Tiana Turner. Demetria King. Niger Richmond. Amaria Prophet. Cameron Milligan. Shaylin Smith. Tanae Marshall. Georgia Torrance. Deja Brown. Monica Lewis. Diamond Shropshire. Kayla Daigle. Carrie Crickendall. Tamberlin Brown. Justin Broussard. Kevin Amusu. Joe Prophet Jr. Asher Spivey. Jermaine Sanders. Travion Stevens. Mark Harkin. Channing Duncan. Matthew Smith. Delana Matthews Jr. Jari Hendricks. Lamorne Cobb. Portia Jobert. Tywin Tate. Hippolyta Charillo. David Raby. Adia Smalls. Jamie McCassell. Sylvester Carroll. Troy Morris. Jasiri Solomon. Sydney Boyd. Kiera Snowden. Nicole Lang. Kaylin Armstrong. Labria Brumfield. Devin Wicker. Javen Leggett. Osazua Awamba. Stan Mays. Marco Edwards Jr. Elgin Hodges. Tajon Simeon. Ronald Jackson. Caitlin Burrell. Carlos Brister. Graduates, you may be seated.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the Nelson Mandela College of Government and Social Sciences please stand?
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree from the Nelson Mandela College of Government and Social Science please come forward? Trinity Cheatham. Maya Donahue. Kentire Strickland. Asia Recasner. Trinity Williams. DeAndre Augustine. Shanta Barnes. Aaliyah Brandon. Joshua Broussard. Jerry Burkett. Deja Castile. Nakia Camino. Tia Dajon. Brianna Darby. Rashonda Davis. Derek Davis. Rolanda Davis. Deontay Dotson. Eli Field. Leah Frazier. Ayana Hanchet. Alexis Haynes. Mercedes Haynes. Jelena Hill. Ariana Jenkins. Maya Jones. Tyler Judson. Kennedy Lawrence. Taylor Major. Jordan Monroe. Arjanae Palmer. Kayla Savoy. Raheem Pierce. Amani Pitts. Colin Prince. Jasmine Richardson. Lene Robertson. Jan Roland. Gustavo Nova Sanchez. Hunter Tad. Angela Charles. Theania Smith. Elijah Scott. Akira Tucker. Curious Williams. Paris Bryant. Ashley Carter. Kayla Guin. Justin K. Clark. Caitlin Hale. Tanisha Harris. Nadina Henry. Jyoti Hines. Maya Husamadeen. Jada Jackson. Kimberly Jackson. Lacey Jackson. Chastity Jordan. Breshawn Myers. Serye Nero. Christine Papillon. Mariah Sandoval. Blair Scott. Alexis Smith. Caleb Tart. Kyresha, Tennessee. Lindsay Yuga. Madison Weatherspoon. Jonte Williams. Trinity Williams. Jonique Woods. Kiara Holiday. Edward McGee Jr. Festus Undamaya. Jalen Reynolds. Paige Sellers. Josiah Thorne. Micah Bridges. Shani Achan. Yvette Blacknell. Brianna DeQueer. Deshaun, Ireland. Elijah Francois. Cassidy Richard. Alexis Sandifer. Kalia Sibley. Keosha Smith. Bria Washington. Graduates, you may be seated.
Mr. Executive Vice President, these candidates have been certified by their deans, colleges, and schools to have satisfied all of their respective requirements. And on behalf of the esteemed faculty of Southern University, the main campus of the only HBCU system in the nation, it is my pleasure to present them to you for conferral of their degrees.
With the authority vested in me by the Southern University Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, you may turn your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Fall 23 graduating class of Southern University and Hayden College. Candidates, you may be seated.
Thank you for all you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to recognize the honorable members of the Southern University Board of Supervisors. They will stand as their name is called. The chair, the Honorable Myron K. Lawson. Attorney Des Moines Rutledge. Mrs. Ann Smith. Ms. Zazelle Dudley. Mr. Paul Matthews. Mr. Attorney Rutledge and Mrs. Smith are Chair Emeritus, actually, of the Board of Supervisors. So we're honored to have each and every one of you here. And then Reverend Gant is a past chair of the Southern University Board of Supervisors. Thank you for coming to be with us. If there are any former Board of Supervisors members that have not recognized, I would like for you to stand if you're here. And I would like to give special recognition to the first President Chancellor of Southern University, Dr. Ray L. Belton. We also have here with us the Faculty Senate President, Dr. Verne. Our campus dean, please rise. Our vice chancellors, please rise. Do I have any vice presidents? And the chancellor of the Southern University Shreveport, please rise. And the chancellor of the Southern University Ag Research and Extension Center, or the Ag Center. That should make me. To the graduating class of fall 2023, I extend my warmest congratulations. I believe that you all are aware that this ending is really a beginning, the beginning of a lifelong journey of learning and self-discovery. This will come as you seize future opportunities to continue your growth and development. The extent to which each of you will choose to take advantage of every opportunity to extend your educational journey, both formally and informally, will determine the course of your lives. I urge you to embrace challenges, adapt to change, have as your ultimate goal making your dreams become a reality. Remember the words of Bishop Walker. They were very, very profound. And lastly, don't forget your alma mater. We need your support. Again, congratulations and best wishes to all of you. In addition to acknowledging the students of the fall 23 class, we want to recognize the faculty. Please stand. We also want to recognize the staff. Now, none of you got here without your parents, your relatives, and your friends. Please give them the applause. Stand up and give them the applause. All of your parents, friends, and relatives have really been important to you, and they've played an important role in this culminating event today. Parents, friends, relatives, you have mentored, motivated, and inspired the members of this class that sits here before you. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for putting them in our hands. I now ask the Director of the Southern University Alumni Affairs and Executive Director of Southern University Alumni Federation, Dr. Kendrick Stewart, to administer the oath of induction into the National Alumni Federation. Dr. Stewart.
Good evening. I will be brief. I know you guys are ready to go. I will be brief. I bring you greetings from the Office of Alumni Federation and Alumni Affairs under the leadership of Carlton Jones, National President. I want to first give accolades to our 1973 Golden graduates. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, everything you have done and will continue to do for Southern University. To the class of 2023, great job. Please stand. As you guys take this oath, I want you to remember this. This was a magical time for you. Some of you, your first, some of you, one of many, some of you, your third or fourth. Today, you were brought to church. You were in the presence of historical legacy. Today was a great day. And remember, achievement and sacrifice. Please repeat after me. I state your name, an alumnus of Southern University, do hereby pledge allegiance to the Southern University Alumni Federation and the great honor institution which it represents. I promise to remain loyal, faithful, and steadfast in my support of its programs, uplift of its principles, maintenance of its tradition, defense of its honor. I further promise to always stay ready to contribute my time, my efforts, my financial assistance, one more time, my financial assistance and services towards the advancement of the welfare of the Southern University Alumni Federation and my beloved alma mater. So help me God. Congratulations.
Before we rise for the singing of the alma mater, I want to thank the Fall 2023 Fall Commencement Committee members for their hard work in putting this together. This would not be possible without them putting their efforts in and being tireless. So I would like for you to remain standing for the alma mater and the benediction that will be given by Reverend Joe Argett Jr. Afterwards, please be seated until the conclusion of the recession.
Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and forever. Amen.